individual, to really truly get their home clean, needs 3 different types of vacuum. You need a good, powerful, full-size upright. You need a canister vacuum to be able to get under furniture and around furniture. And then you also need a good handheld vacuum to get above floor cleaning. Well, instead of buying 3 different vacuums, where nowadays vacuums by themselves are going for $300, $400, $500, $600 and more, how about letting the engineers at Shark give you one piece of equipment that does all of it? This is the Shark Navigator powered LiftAway. It's their deluxe model. It's their 3-in-1, and on the air at a great featured price of $249.96. We've got easy pay for you as well. We can give you 6 months in which to pay for it, and we've got colors that Shark makes only for QVC. I promise I'll get to the colors in just a second. Before we do though, let's take a look at how effective the machine really is. I want to introduce you to a buddy of mine. Drew Hoffman.
How are you? Good to see you, Dan.
You're doing the Rapunzel thing way up there.
I'm doing the Rapunzel thing to really show when you're in LiftAway mode, this is 7 pounds, and when you're going to above the floor cleaning, I've got that kind of reach to go above the floor.
So that is now less than a gallon of milk.
Exactly.
In terms of the weight in your hand.
Exactly, and I'm able to use all the attachments plus the 25-foot cord to really go where I need to go to do that above the floor cleaning job that normally you wouldn't be able to use unless you had a separate vacuum.
And you and I both agree that you really do need 3 different vacuums at your home.
That is correct, to do all the jobs you need. Right now I'm putting it back into an upright mode. In this mode, it's around 14 pounds.
And all the attachments go right on board, quickly and easily.
Right, very ergonomically and intuitively. Now I've also got 2 speed settings on this for carpets and for bare floors.
Okay.
So right now I'm going to put it in the bare floor. It says hard floor, and it's going to illuminate when I turn on the vac. So now I know I'm in the correct mode, right like that.
I like the dual headlights.
You've got 4 LEDs right there, and look how easily I'm just pushing it. I'm not even using any strength in this, but with that intuitive steering, I can simply, with a flick of the wrist, get all that parsley off the floor, clean it very well. But then when I want to go to a carpet, I'm simply going to change that. Now you hear the brush roll go on. And it stopped. Because the suction may be too much on this vac.
And we'll lower it.
There we go.
There it is.
So Louis, because of our suction control, there was too much suction.
Can I show them what we just did?
Absolutely.
A lot of vacuums today, you cannot control how much suction there is. They actually built a vacuum that has so much suction that they give you an adjustment right here, allowing you to dial it back. We just changed this carpet over, and it was literally picking up the nap and was clogging itself. So that's actually a really good demonstration.
So now I'm easily able to clean up whatever it is, whether it's Rice Krispies, what have you. But what I love about this is now when I want to go underneath something,
that's where the canister really comes into play.
Now I can get under there and get the cleaning that I need to get in that tight space to go ahead and do that and make it really easy to clean under dressers or tables or you name it.
Because otherwise you're running the risk of damaging your back by trying to lift or tilt furniture.
And look at how it grooms the carpet. I love that part about it.
You know, we have indoctrinated in America that you have to spend, again, $400, $500, $600 on a vacuum to get your home clean.
No.
Shark builds their products to be extremely well received, and they have been since day one. We've got a price on this that's very reasonable, and we've got 6 months for you to pay for it.
How can you beat that?
Sure.
Here's another way where the suction control comes in really handy. I've got an upholstery cleaner right here.
That comes with it, right?
That comes with it. So if I want to do a pillow or a chair or a drapery, now I can back off that maximum suction.
Okay.
So now I can do, in this case, go over and I can do the upholstery. But if I want to do a pillow, I want to back that up because otherwise I'd suck up the whole pillow.
Yep.
That's what makes it really easy.
Can you help me out with the colors?
Absolutely.
Okay. Again, and you're getting everything that you need to get your home clean in terms of great vacuuming. In fact, you're going to get some things here at QVC that you don't get in the general marketplace. This is the red. Blue?
Yes.
So that's the graphite.
That's the graphite.
And there's the exclusive purple.
Yes.
We're actually, I said graphite, they're calling it platinum. At $249.96, you get all the accessories, including one of the most innovative.
Don't you love this?
That's the DustAway that gives you suction here on hardwood floors, but then microfiber mopping, if you will, to get that fine particulate that usually is left by. Here is your combination tool, and that's your
dust brush and also your upholstery fabric tool.
And then you've got a combination brush and crevice tool. And then this Caddy, that when you've got it instead of handheld having to carry it around, this is the new Caddy that turns it into a wonderful
canister vac.
Canister vac, yeah.
So all the weight is actually in the Caddy, and that's what really makes it a really efficient tool. You're going to see on your screen right now, it's going to talk about those different features. Remember, it's a 3-in-1 upright, above the floor cleaning, a full powered upright, and a canister. Again, if you don't want to lug anything around, even though it's 14 pounds, some people think that's a little bit heavier, put it in the Caddy.
Yep.
That's why we include it in the package. One of the most requested accessories.
Caddy isn't available in the general public
No,
right
it's
now,
not, exactly.
Okay, great.
Twice the bin storage or other previous vac. We've got the sealed HEPA technology, which is great, a sealed system. You don't really find that on other vacuum cleaners. Fingertip controls. The suction control, which we showed in the beginning, very important whether you're doing bare floors, carpets, or upholstery.
Shag is coming back.
And that's when you're going to need something like that.
Absolutely. So it is actually possible to make a vacuum that is too powerful. Let's have some fun.
Let's talk about power.
One of the claims that Shark has been able to make is that you don't lose suction.
Right, when the bin is full. And that's really the important separator in that statement. Because we can't go on here and talk about this unless we've proven it with a third-party study.
Right.
So what we've done is we've filled the vacuum to overcapacity, and now I'm going to simply turn this on, and we're going to actually, we usually do 1 rack of billiard balls, but now we're going to do 2 racks.
All right.
So.
And you get so much joy out of this.
So much what?
You're like a little kid.
Oh, well, because I think, we take it for granted all the time. And it's still fun to do this because it really shows how much suction we really have. And I think everybody out there that's watching who hasn't seen this before says, is that really happening?
So the 2 racks of billiard balls
and then the
actually weigh a lot more than the vacuum itself.
And this is the key, right? The suction is still pulling it even when it's full. Now you might say, well, Drew, okay, billiard balls, I'm not going to be cleaning up my pool table at night.
But if it can pick up that type of weight.
Exactly. Think about how it gets, when you're cleaning your carpet, it's also, carpets are one of the most biggest investments in your home.
Right.
You want to deep clean it down to the fibers because when you walk on it, we crush the fibers and that sand really eats away at that.
I want you to see this demo. We'll do this live. This isn't a little bit of dirt. These are piles of dirt. Birdseed, cat food. We've got some, what is that, like chocolate? No, or ground sugar? Brown sugar?
Brown sugar. So
and watch how this works. Now, it's on a hardwood floor. On carpet, we could deny some of this. On hardwood, if it doesn't pick it up, we're going to see it. Right. And I want you to watch equally as much of what doesn't happen behind the vacuum as much as the suction is in the front.
And really,
it's picking up piles of dirt, but it's not spewing anything out of the back.
Nothing out the back. You can see there's nothing there. And again, for those people that are pet lovers, you know how hard it is to pick up kitty litter, dog food, bird seed. Birds are notorious for spreading their food all the way around. But I love this vacuum simply for that.
That's a beautiful demonstration.
It's very, very easy.
Nicely done.
And then when I want to go from bare floors to carpets, again, the switch is right here. So I don't have to bend over to turn the switch.
Okay.
Automatically turn the brush roll. And again, very easy to do, whether it's, in this case, it's a Berber carpet. So, you know what, that's a very short nap carpet, and most of the time dirt sits on the top of that. It doesn't really get into fibers. Now, dander and things like that and dust will, but heavy particles tend to sit on top. But when I go to a thicker carpet like this,
right?
Well, number one, I want to turn that suction control to the max. But wait a minute, what if this was a table or a dresser?
Trying to get under the bed.
I can't get under there.
A full-size upright, you cannot clean.
With the powered LiftAway, now I get all the way under there. I can get to the places that I normally don't clean. How would you like to clean under your bed that you haven't cleaned since you moved in and put it up? Right? That's the beauty. Plus with those LED lights, you can't beat it.
And that's a feature that is a Shark exclusive.
Right.
And it is a true sealed HEPA system, which, by the way, I can count the number of true HEPA vacuums on one hand to count the number of true HEPA filter vacuums that are priced at under 250 bucks. You're looking at it.
And this is that powered LiftAway technology. We actually motorize the brush roll by running the electronics through the tube of the vacuum along with suction. Normally, you could never get that in an upright, but only in a canister. Now with Shark, we've taken that next step in leap in technology. So now you have power in that brush roll
Now,
to get under things.
So you're going to get the Caddy, and we'll show that, and let's show one of the most innovative attachments. This is called
the DustAway.
And it is the only way that I know of to be able to not only vacuum floors, but also dust them at the exact same time.
Exact time. We have a microfiber pad. You just put it in the washing machine when you're done with it. Straight suction. It clicks in place just like this. And again, you just flip it down. And when I want to go ahead and do this, I'm going to get the large particles with the straight suction. But then the fine dust is what gets on the pad.
Why is it that
to really do
vacuums don't struggle with some of the bigger stuff, but dust seems to be a problem?
Well, because a lot of times this dust is electronically charged, so it adheres to that surface. But again, this is how easy it is to really get all the dust and the heavy particles. But then when I really want to kind of get that extra dust out of the way, it's all going to be captured right on the pad.
And you'll notice that line of dirt that usually is left behind by a vacuum. So when you walk across the floor after vacuuming in your white socks, they wind up getting dirty.
Exactly.
Well, the whole idea of Shark is to get your entire home clean, and that means under furniture and around things and hardwood floors and all different types of pile heights on carpet, and to do it affordably. That's one of my favorite features.
I love this. So how would you like to do that carpeted riser on your stairs, but you don't want to lug up the upright? Now you just got it on the canister. You simply turn it on. And now I've got power on there to do that carpeted riser. In the past, I would have not been able to do unless I lifted the whole vacuum up the stairway. That's the difference.
You just cut cleaning time easily by 2/3.
Yes, not to mention I'm not hurting my back or anything else.
Drew, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Always appreciate you having the experts here. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to show you a different type of cleaning, and it's the way to do it to keep chemicals out of your house. Before we do that, though, Gabrielle?
Well, Dan, I have a quick look at our today's special value. We want to know, how do you use your lock?